Hello, dear parents, grandparents, our students, and teachers. My name is Susanna Pinsky. I am an UMCA Academy principal. This year is very special for us. UMCA Academy were established 2003. This year we celebrate 20 years of excellent education. We started as an after-school and Sunday program for 6 students. Now we have 400 wonderful students, 60 teachers, an amazing facility. Welcome. Today you will have a chance to meet our teachers, to know about their subject and the curriculum. In order to be successful at UMCA, I have 2 pieces of advice. First one, check Schoology weekly for comments, updates, your student mark. The second one, please check a newsletter. Read the newsletter together with the family and your son and daughter.
Hello, dear parents. My name is Irina Grinev. I am Vice Principal Academics in grades 7 to 12. I am proud to say that I work at UMCA. I have been working for UMCA for more than 10 years, and every day I enjoy looking at our kids. Our kids are talented. Our kids are motivated and enthusiastic. And we as teachers try our best to give them as much as possible. The highest level of education, this is our priority number 1. That's what we are doing every day. Our talented and creative teachers give to our student knowledge, solid knowledge. They take after, they put this knowledge into their pocket and bring to the next stage, the next step, university step.
My name is Sarah. I'm the elementary vice principal at UMCA Academy. I'm so delighted that you're part of our amazing learning UMCA community this school year. I've been working at UMCA for the past 10 years. I have more than 20 years of experience teaching in 3 different countries, Canada, Mexico, and the States. Some of my responsibilities as a vice principal are to create a responsive classroom. I truly believe that students need to feel safe, valued, and respected before they can be available for learning. I contribute to all of this by creating a safe learning environment, providing a safe space for children to safely navigate their learning environment is really important. When students are feeling overwhelmed by their emotions, they need a space to be alone and to be safe. They needed to know that in the classroom, there's a privacy that always is open for them, and their ears that can help them, and they can feel comfortable by telling us their problems. I allow students to express their thoughts, ideas, building relationships, and practice collaboration. Every day, we practice classroom rules and safety procedures. I train and prepare our students to safely perform during a fire emergency. I follow the student conduct consequences at UMCA policies. The students should know that there's a consequence for those serious infractions. The use of logical consequences is to help students understand that for every action, there's a reaction. Giving kids a chance to problem solve on their own is very important too. All the solutions for specific problems should come from students, so they will feel very confident after all. I encourage students to create a diversity atmosphere in the classrooms. I truly believe that understanding each student brings unique experiences, strengths, and ideas to our classrooms. Diversity in the classrooms teaches the students to appreciate different perspectives and draw stronger conclusions. Challenging students to consider different perspectives can also teach them how to interact with their peers on a social level and equip them with skills they'll use for the rest of their life. As a leader of this institution, I always encourage all our students to be kind, polite, educated, responsible, honest, humble, sincere, organized, and respectful among each other, and overall to show empathy, even during tough circumstances. Some of my responsibilities at UMCA are updating and tracking our elementary students' files, generating the elementary report cards, scheduling the extra help time for those students who need it, transferring the OSR, the Ontario Student Records, from students from their previous school to UMCA, scheduling the elementary trips that fit and match with our UMCA program and the Ontario curriculum. If you have any elementary concerns or if you have any specific requests, such as schedule, course, homework, academic material, medication, or if you wish to have a meeting or talk with me or one of our teachers, you can contact me at sarah@umca.ca. I look forward to working with you and your children. Your trust, dedication, and support is always very
Hi,
appreciated.
everyone. My name is Ariela. And as you probably know from all the emails you receive, I'm the office manager. I'm responsible for all the communication between UMCA and the parents. I'm in the main office. I'm here to help you and assist you in every way possible. I'm the main contact person when you have any question or any issue that you need to be addressed. Among my responsibilities, besides other, office duties, I'm responsible for all the emails, newsletter, and any other communication between the school and parents. I'm the person responsible for the registration for the school year, connecting students and parents, helping them with connecting to Schoology and Office 365. So when talking about Schoology, this is our school's platform. This is our learning management system. Every student must be connected to Schoology and Office 365. Schoology is the place where the students must check for their homework, quizzes, marks. In Office 365, they get emails from the school, from their teachers. So it's very important to check at least once a week what is in those two places, in Office 365 and in Schoology. Another important thing I would like to mention is whenever you're sending an email to UMCA regarding your child, you must indicate the student's full name, so first name and last name, and the grade is going to. Like, for example, John Smith, grade 4A, because we sometimes receive emails from parents saying, my student, my child cannot access his account. Who is the student? Which grade? Just by your email, we cannot be detectives and figure out who is the student. So please, every email indicate full name and grade. Also, when you're sending your pickup messages, full name and full grade, because we receive lots of text messages at the same time. So it's really hard to start looking, okay, this John Smith, which grade is he? Checking our lists. Help us just be more efficient. Also, when you're doing pickup, if you can avoid any instructions, such as please tell my child to not forget his blue or purple binder, we're calling students on the speaker of the whole school. So such instructions are really not easy during pickup. So all communication that you need to have with your child about when you're coming to pick them up, what they need to bring, stuff like that, please do so in the morning before they go to school. A lot of times students come to the office, I want to call my parents because I want to have a play date with this kid or that. The school's phone is for really for emergency. If students need to contact parents for emergency, absolutely, they always can come to the office. But we can't arrange play dates and stuff like that. So all that, please communicate to your child before coming. Other than that, I'm here to help and assist in every way I can. Please don't hesitate to contact me by email or call the school. And I'm wishing everyone a wonderful, healthy, successful, and inspiring school year. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Olga Feiner. I'm the new guidance counselor for the high school students. I'm helping Miss Irina with all the high school students with their transfers, their report cards, helping them choose the courses, talking about credits, also helping with university. We're going to go on a few field trips to visit universities this year. And so basically, that's it. Also, I'm helping with grade 7s and 8s a little bit during lunch and during dismissal time. My desk is just across the hall from Miss Irina's class. So if you have anything you want to say to me or ask me, you're welcome to come by and just say hi. Bye.
Dear parents, welcome to a new school year. My name is Ms. Sar, and I'm the English teacher in grade 1 this year. I completed my teaching degree at OISE and at University of Toronto in 2015. This is my 6th year being part of the UMCA family and teaching here. Just a little bit about what you're going to see and the students in this year in grade 1. In grade 1 English, basically the focus and the goal is to help students master all the foundational literacy skills that they need to go on to grade 2 and onwards. So the first semester, the first few months, we're going to focus on phonemic awareness and phonics. So specifically looking at short and long vowels, diphthongs, digraphs, and any other irregular sound patterns. They will also try to identify letter-sound relationships, segment and blend sounds, while also decode and spell words. In the second semester, the focus is more on writing sentences and short paragraphs, reading comprehension, and a little bit of grammar as well. Speaking, spelling, reading, media literacy, all of these are embedded throughout the year, and we will kind of go through them as the year passes by. This year, we're using blue binders and folders for English. They're the dark blue color. Homework will always be sent in this blue folder. It will be a worksheet, or it could be one of the textbooks for the students to complete. And lastly, I just want to say that I cannot stress enough how important it is for us to work as a team. I'm really, really deeply committed to your child's learning and success, and it's really important for me to see them grow as an individual and as a learner. And I truly believe that we as teachers are not only meant to kind of transfer our knowledge to younger generations, but also help them to become better human beings in a way. So I'm really thankful and feel so honored that you entrusting me. So you're entrusting me with your children and letting me teach them. So thank you for that. And again, we are a team. So please feel free if you have any questions, any concerns. Doesn't matter how small it is or how maybe you think it unimportant, just please reach out to me, email me, and I'll try my very best to help you and your child as best as I can. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Violeta Cartos, and I am going to teach your children reading this year. I am teaching reading in grade 1 class. A little bit about myself. I am a qualified teacher, qualified by Ontario College of Teachers and by Australian Department of Education. I have a long life of teaching at school and many, many years of experience. Reading is my passion. I really love this subject, and I hardly believe that it's a #1 subject. I know that every teacher thinks that her subject or his subject is #1, but I understand that probably everyone will say this is the same opinion what I have. This is a base of all the other subjects. We build on reading, understanding of math problems, of social studies, of history, geography, political science, of any other subject based on reading. Now I am going to be more detailed, and I will talk about how I will teach your child reading in grade 1 class. For our reading, we're using a pink binder. So pink is the color of the reading in our school. So children have this binder in class. It's in their bins. And the binder has inside stories that we're going over every single week. We have story of the week. So the words, most of the words in the story belong to family words, and we're going over these family words. And in the beginning of the school year, I sent exactly the same stories, but they are located in pink folder, and you have it in your house. In order to do homework, you I'm sure going to Schoology, or I am posting homework in the agenda book as well. So you can see also story what we concentrated this week. And also, and we have a reading comprehension and skills book. This book we will start in the beginning of November. This book has short stories here. And if you're talking about strategy, so from the pink binder, my main accent will be on phonics. So we're talking about letters sound, and how to pronounce the whole word. And because this word repeats so many times all the time, children get in confidence as well. And through the old words, they have a confidence to know how to read the old new words as well. And in this book, we're working on the whole word already. So we're working on how to read the whole word, and usually based on the visual memory and all the skills that they developed before then. Every single story what we do in the class, very big point on that is that we're working on synonyms and antonyms. I'm asking children to look for the main idea, for the additional details of the story. I usually asking them to do their own continuation, or what is the end of the story, what do you think happened in the end. And also it's very, very important to work on synonyms and antonyms to show that English has many, many words that can be instead of each other. And we can usually use it very easily after for the creative writing. So let's say the word big can be large and huge and enormous. Look how many words we can find instead of one word big. So as a parent, as a parents and teachers, I believe that we have to work together. I believe that reading has to be fun, not punishment. And we have to read with our children on a daily basis. I know that we have very busy lives after school. Children have many after school activities but reading is very, very important. And usually when child already in bed and ready to sleep, and I know he or she cannot read story by himself or herself, then probably would be the best idea for parents to read the book, and then child simply can go and sleep. And then another time child can go to sleep a little bit, maybe later, but have this time just to read story by itself by looking at the picture, looking at the front page. What do you think the story all about? And I believe that it also would be a great time to go to the library. Kids usually very, very proud of having their first library card. Then they can go to shelf, they can choose the book of their own interest. And I believe that it's also a great time and great fun to start to collect and to have an own library where the children will have the books what they like. We always have to remember that book is the best friend. Book follows us all our life. It's great to read it and reread it. It's many, many times. And all the time we can find something new, and we will enjoy it all our lives. So I believe and I know for sure that we're going to have a great school year together. And I wish you all the best in this journey connected to reading and discovering new books and new authors. And I wish to wish you a wonderful, wonderful year. All the best.
Dear parents, welcome to a new school year. My name is Ms. Sar, and I'm the English teacher in grade 2 this year. I completed my teaching education here at OISE and U of T in 2015. This is my 6th year being part of the UMCA family and teaching here. In grade 2 English, our goal is kind of a continuation of grade 1. we are continuing to develop and build upon the literacy foundation that the students need for future grades. So more specifically, throughout the year, the focus will be on 3 big areas or expectations. That would be foundations of language, reading comprehension, and writing. So in regards to language conventions, they will basically look at all of these conventions that are needed for reading and writing, such as grammar, listening skills, speaking, and any other foundational language knowledge and skills. At the same time, they also learn to apply comprehension strategies when they read, and hopefully develop their critical thinking skills when interacting with different texts. At the same time, they also follow the writing process when creating their own text, okay, all the steps of drafting, brainstorming, editing their work, and then finally having their good copy. Spelling, media literacy, all of these other elements like literacy, connections, and applications will be embedded throughout the year through all of these units. For this year, we're using blue binders and folders for English. Homework will always be sent in the blue folder. It will either be in the form of a worksheet, or it could be one of their textbooks that I want the students to work on. Any other homework, important for announcements, information, any additional resources will be posted on Schoology at the end of the week on Friday. Please, Schoology is an essential part of the school and the lessons, and I do put a lot of extra supplementary material, could be in the form of games, activities, videos for the students to see, to kind of go back and review what we've learned this week. So please make sure you have access to Schoology, and if your child needs help, please make sure you help them so they can log in and look over our course and that week what we did, okay? And if there are any tests, all of these things again will be posted on Schoology, so please make sure you know how to access that. And kind of lastly, to wrap up, I want to tell you that your child's learning and their journey is so important to me, and their success. And to see your child grow as an individual and as a learner, for me as a teacher, is very, very important, and I take it very seriously. I truly believe that we as teachers are not only meant to transfer our knowledge to your kids and younger generations, but we're also here to help them become better human beings. Therefore, I'm very thankful and feel very honored for entrusting me with teaching your children this year. And to wrap up, please remember, we are a team. If you have any questions, any concerns, anything that you are worried about, please email me, and I will try my best to help you and your child in their learning journey. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Michelle, and this is my 3rd year teaching at UMCA. This year, I'm teaching students in grades 3 and grade 4 how to improve their skills in grammar and their reading and writing skills. Miss Diamond is teaching them spelling, and she comes in every Thursday to do their unit test. So Miss Diamond and I are excited to encourage students to constantly engage in diverse texts so they can strengthen their literacy skills. We're excited to see each student grow, and we're happy to support them thrive in their academic journey.
Hello, my name is Joanna Diamond, and I'm an English teacher. This year, I'm teaching grades 2, 3, and 4, along with Miss Michelle. So students will be receiving English classes from both of us. English class is designed to improve language development. It incorporates reading, writing, spelling, grammar, media literacy, and all these areas are connected and reinforce one another. So I'll just talk about some of the books we're using in class. With reading, each student will be receiving a reading workbook at their grade level. The books are full of fictional and non-fictional stories. They're designed to improve reading skills such as comprehension, fact and opinion, identifying the author's purpose. And Miss Michelle will have more information about the reading program. Writing, students have many opportunities throughout the year to develop writing skills in their journal. They use the spelling words, they learn how to write proper sentences, proper paragraphs. Each student will also be receiving a spelling workbook, and spelling tests are usually once a week. We learn the word list in class. I always give students 7 days notice. I post the word list online. And there's many creative ways to study for a spelling test. It can be writing it down, saying the words out loud, creating words with different structures. And it's important to check the website so that if a student doesn't have their book home, I always give updates along with Michelle as to what was covered. Our grammar program, I'm continuing with the Language Power workbook, and this is a really great book. It builds writing and editing skills, grammar, punctuation, capitalization. And I decided to go back to the original version of Language Power since it offers students many more opportunities to practice their skills and answer questions. And students in grades 2 and 3 also continue with their handwriting practice and phonics just to reinforce word sounds and letters. So as I mentioned, every week there's a new homework message, and it's coming from myself and Miss Michelle. And students who read the messages together with parents, they're well prepared for class and they are not missing any assignments. The unit test for English consists of reading, writing, spelling, and grammar. So at the end of each unit, there's an updated grade on the website, and a personal comment will be left from Michelle and I about your child's strengths and areas for improvement. If you ever want us to know anything about your child, please feel free to email, and remember to check the English course update each week for weekly messages. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, my name is Mr. Sam. I am the grade 5, 6 and 7 English teacher. I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I am from New Zealand. I have been teaching for approximately 8 years, 3 of which was in New Zealand in Christchurch at a local primary school. And then 5 years have been in Shanghai, China, where I was teaching in private and international schools, teaching the Common Core curriculum as well as the British national curriculum. So I'm here now at UMCA, and I'm very excited to be here and work with this wonderful group of teachers and all the fantastic students. In grades 5, 6, and 7, we have 2 textbooks that we will be using. Textbook number 1 is our Wordly Wise book. Each grade has a different level book. Wordly Wise is a fantastic resource that helps us with our spelling and vocabulary words, providing definitions and other activities that help us unpack those words. There is also on the inside cover information about Quizlet, which is an online platform that the students can use to help them reinforce their understanding of the words, and there's some fun games on there as well. Another textbook we have is for grammar, which is our Language Power Now book. Again, each grade has a different level book. We will be using that in the classroom exclusively, looking at the various activities that are in the book to help inform our writing and reading as well. Okay, so each semester we have 4 units or topics that we will be covering. At the moment, Unit 1, we are looking at short stories across each grade, and we are looking at the various narrative devices that the authors have used. We're also looking at plot and theme and really unpacking the author's thinking and how that affects the reader itself. After that, we will be doing a unit on novels and going a little bit deeper into narrative devices and theme. We will be unpacking each chapter as we read it together in class. In grade 5, our novel will be The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. In grade 6, we have Holes. Grade 7, we have The Outsiders. We will also have a second novel for grades 6 and 7 when we go into the second semester. Grade 6, we have a book called Out of This Mind, or Out of My Mind, I believe. And grade 7, we have the book The Giver, which we will be looking at. Okay, after that, we will be doing a non-fiction unit on news articles, looking specifically at point of view and bias, and whether or not the author has any particular bias against the topic they have written about. We will also be doing a unit on poetry in each grade, looking at various poems and the devices the author have used to portray any emotion and to really engage their audiences. We will also be doing speeches later in the year. Each grade will have the opportunity to write and to share their speech in front of their classmates. We will also look at new media and how various platforms like YouTube, for example, have influenced the way we look at English literature nowadays. And then we will also be doing, the students will also be doing their individual study units where they will get to discuss maybe a novel that they've read at home and talk about again the different choices that the authors have used in that novel. If you have any questions whatsoever, please email me. My email is sam.w@umca.com. And I look forward to meeting any of you in the future and for a fantastic and productive year ahead. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Felicia. All the students here at UMCA call me Miss Mel. This year, I'm teaching grade 8 English. For semester 1, we're going to be reading The 5 People You Meet in Heaven, as well as The Little Prince. And then for semester 2, we're going to be reading Animal Farm. The students will also be learning grammar, vocabulary, and spelling appropriate for grade 8. They will also learn literary devices, such as how to write an essay, how to write a conclusion, what's a conclusion clincher, the 6 types of hooks, metaphors, similes, types of conflict in stories, and types of conflict generally found in text, themes, messages, and more. You can find everything we do each day on Schoology. I always post the stuff that I do with my students online for the parents to see. So you'll always know what we're doing each day and what we'll be doing tomorrow. I try to post things in advance. Also, to give you a general idea of what our week looks like, every Monday, we always do grammar, spelling, or vocabulary. Every Tuesday, we focus on a literary device. Wednesday, we read. Thursday, we discuss what we've read on Wednesday. And Friday, we engage in writing activities. Thank you very much.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Zara, and I'm a French teacher at UMCA. I have a master's degree in French language and literature with more than 17 years experience teaching elementary level, high school, and university level. This year, I teach grade 1 and 2 and SK at UMCA, and I'm so excited for a very successful year. UMCA grade 1 French program is a colorful journey of fun, innovation, original content filled with music, games, movies, and story time, reading and circle time, and a lot of fun activities designed to promote communication in French. In grade 1, we learned basic vocabulary, and we are hoping that the students, they improve their knowledge about French basic words and start learning about the simple greeting to start speaking French. Nothing can make me happier than watching my students speaking French in hallway, especially grade 1. They say bonjour, comment ça va, and they start speaking French. This is amazing. So this is the book that I teach in grade 1. This book is for elementary level. And the book is filled with a lot of basic activities and basic French words. So students, they learn about the numbers, colors, animals, the days of the week, and then the seasons and the clothes, winter clothes, summer clothes, and fruits, vegetables. And they also start making simple French sentences. They also read simple sentences. So we don't expect the students in grade 1 to speak French fluent, but we expect that they learn a lot of vocabulary and build their simple sentences to get ready for grade 2 and higher level. In grade 1, activities such as simple reading, comprehension, spelling, conversational time, and then learning French songs, French games, French poem activities. And it gives the students great opportunity to improve their level of French. So we will use powerful learning tools at UMCA to make sure that the students learn French quickly and fluently, and to keep the kids engaged. In grade 2, we use all the vocabulary that we learn in grade 1. So this is a time to start making sentences and to learn about basic grammar. The book that I teach in grade 2 is this one, Moi je parle français. This book contains a lot of simple conversation that it starts with the French grading, and then French greeting, and then how to say his name and her name in French, and how to introduce himself, how to talk about his family, his siblings, and then how to describe his house or his classroom, an object in the classroom. So, and also students, they learn to conjugate simple verbs in French, like être, to be, and avoir. And at the same time, they start reading the books. So every week we have a book. So students, they learn how to read the book, and they understand the meaning of sentences. And then, so they use the vocabulary to make their own sentences. So reading comprehension is really important in grade 2 because it gives a student a great opportunity to start speaking French. We have homework at UMCA, not every week, but I assign homework for grade 1 and 2 whenever we finish a topic, and all the homework and activities are related to the topic. And every unit test is about all the topics that we have covered in class. And we make sure that the students, they learn all topics and they don't have problem. I am so excited for what I do every day, and I love my students. And you can communicate and you can contact me anytime if you have any question or concern, and I'll be more than happy to help you. So, bonne chance and merci beaucoup. Au revoir.
Bonjour. I warmly welcome you to Curriculum Night, and I'm honored to be your child's French teacher this year. Je m'appelle Madame Tamila. My name is Madame Tamila, and I will be working with students in grade 3, 4, and 7 here at UMCA Ridgetree Academy. First and foremost, I want to express my excitement about the opportunity to teach and engage with your children. Learning a new language is a journey, and I'm eager to guide them through the world of French. In my classes, we use a variety of materials to make the learning experience engaging and enjoyable. For grade 3, we will be using Le Lustig 1. In grade 4, we'll be working with the Lustig 2. And for our grade 7 students, we'll be diving into Adamania 2, along with resources like Julie and Grammaire. These materials include 2 essential components, the Livre de l'A, which serves as our class book, and the Kayak Activité, which is the exercise book. My approach to teaching French is comprehensive, focusing on the four fundamental language skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Throughout the year, your children will have opportunities to engage in listening activities, explore captivating reading materials, practice speaking, and develop their writing skills. One exciting aspect of our curriculum is our emphasis on listening comprehension. Through a series of recordings and interactive activities, students will be exposed to authentic French audio, which will help them develop strong listening skills. My goal is not only to teach French, but also to foster a love for the language and an appreciation of French culture. Learning a new language is an exciting adventure, and I'm here to make it as enjoyable and enriching as possible. I believe that open communication between parents, students, and teachers is crucial for a successful education journey. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions or concerns you may have throughout the year. We are partners in your child's education, and together we can ensure a fruitful and rewarding experience. Thank you for entrusting me with the privilege of teaching your children. Let's embark on this exciting journey of language and culture exploration together. Merci beaucoup.
Bonjour, my name is Emmanuel Diatta. So I'm the French teacher in UMCA Ridge Academy for grade 5, grade 6, and grade 8. At UMCA Ridge Academy, the French program is based on the DELF program. So you have different books. You have the A1 book for the beginners in the program. So you have the A2 book, which is blue, for the more advanced. And the last book is the B1 book. So all books are articulated into 4 categories. You have listening activities, you have reading activities, you do have some writing activities, and the last one is the oral communication. So based on those books, we have for the first level, which is grade 5, they have A1, Adomania, with 2 books, the class book and the cahier d'activité. So in the class book, you have different activity, such as listening, reading, and some listening activities. And the cahier d'activité is application of knowledge of what we have on the class book. So this is the book for grade 5. So for grade 6, it's the same method, different book. So we have 2 books. So this one is the class book, Adosphere, and you can see it's a transition between A1 and A2. And this one is the cahier d'activité. Whatever we're learning on the class book, we're applying the knowledge on the cahier d'activité. For grade 8, we also have 2 books. You can see here, A2. So this is Adomania. So we're coming back to the method that we started in grade 5. So Adomania 3. So 2 books also. So class book, and the second one is cahier d'activité.
Здравствуйте, уважаемые родители. Меня зовут Рузаева Елена. Я преподаватель русского языка и литературы с 30-летним стажем работы, из них 12 лет в Канаде. Я очень рада, что в этом году у меня появилась возможность работать в школе УМКА с учащимися 1-х, 2-х и 3-х классов. Программа курса русского языка предусматривает обучение чтению, письму, развитие устной и письменной речи, а также знакомство с произведениями русской литературы. Однако главной целью является все же развитие коммуникативных способностей ребят. Для первоклассников все начинается с периода обучения грамоте, когда делаются первые шаги на пути формирования основных видов учебной деятельности. Мне бы хотелось заложить основы положительного отношения к изучению языка, познавательного интереса, умения спрашивать, слушать, высказывать свои мысли и, конечно же, читать и писать. Для ребят постарше очень важно лаконично, емко и понятно доносить мысль, ведь речь является показателем индивидуальной культуры каждого человека. А для этого мы будем изучать лексику, грамматику русского языка, уделим большое внимание развитию речи, будем учить стихи, петь песни, знакомиться с пословицами и поговорками, научимся участвовать в диалоге, составлять небольшие монологические высказывания. Я расскажу ребятам о том, что такое речевое поведение, о речевом этикете. И, конечно же, мы будем знакомиться с произведениями русской литературы, пересказывать, рассуждать о прочитанном. Впереди много интересной работы, и поэтому я желаю своим ученикам новых знаний, новых впечатлений, вдохновения и результативности во всем.
Здравствуйте, уважаемые родители. Меня зовут Картузова Алла Федоровна, и я учитель русского языка и литературы с 20-летним стажем работы в Канаде. В УМКе я преподаю в 9, 8 и 4 классах. Я уже познакомилась со всеми ребятами, и мне приятно с ними работать, так как они все добрые, смышленые и, что особенно радует, мотивированные в изучении русского языка. Уровень знания русского языка в каждом классе самый разный, поэтому работы предстоит много. Мне бы очень хотелось научить ребят точно и ясно выражать свои мысли и чувства, потому что язык – это слово, а слово – это важная, а иногда и главная сила умного и успешного человека. И для этого мы будем учить грамматические правила, читать классические произведения русских писателей, пересказывать прочитанное, рассуждать о прочитанном и, конечно же, учить стихи наизусть, потому что это будет способствовать развитию памяти, расширению словарного запаса, интеллекта и кругозора ваших детей.
Добрый день. Меня зовут мисс Наталья. Я преподаю русский язык и литературу в школе УМКА уже 12 лет. Сложилось так, что я обычно начинаю заниматься с своими учениками с 1 класса и работаю с ними до 9 класса. За это время я могу их узнать, они узнают меня. У нас складывается хороший коллектив. И за это время сложились определенные традиции и методический подход к изучению этого важного предмета в школе. Положила начало этим традициям наш любимый директор, мисс Светлана Пински, которая была первым преподавателем русского языка и литературы в нашей школе. Я помню, с каким трепетом она относилась к преподаванию русского языка, с какой любовью эту любовь она стремилась передать детям. То же самое делаем и мы, ее продолжатели. Русский язык действительно важен, потому что большинство детей в нашей школе из русскоязычных семей. Дома они говорят по-русски, но очень важно, чтобы дома они читали. И я обращаюсь сразу к родителям. Хочу попросить вас слушать детей, как они читают, не только как они говорят, как они читают, как они пересказывают, начиная с 1 класса и до 9 класса тоже. Это очень важно. Я не буду сейчас говорить о том, насколько важно сохранение традиций изучения русского языка в семьях. Все вы это прекрасно знаете. В этом году я продолжаю работать со своими старыми учениками, бывшими учениками. Я работаю в 3, 4, 5 и 8 классах. Основной целью обучения является совершенствование навыков письменной и устной речи. Это самое главное. Грамматику мы также изучаем, но уже не в таком объеме, как это изучают в России. Мы знакомимся с произведениями писателей-классиков, учим наизусть стихи. Я знаю, что дети очень скучают по нашим ярким, великолепным шоу, к которым они привыкли. К сожалению, в создавшихся условиях невозможно сейчас проводить полномасштабно такие прекрасные мероприятия. Но на уроках элементы драмы у нас, конечно, присутствуют. Мы учим наизусть стихи, выразительно читаем отрывки, произведения писателей-классиков. И ребята, конечно, совершенствуют свою речь таким образом. Я бы хотела сказать, что изучение любого предмета – это огромный труд. Поэтому родителям я желаю терпения, детям желаю серьезно трудиться. Необходимо постоянно совершенствовать свою речь, повторяю, и систематически читать. Своим замечательным ученикам в этом году я желаю интересной творческой работы, радости познания мира, себя и нашего замечательного русского языка.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Mucho gusto, mi nombre es Luis. Hello everybody, my name is Luis. I am the Spanish teacher at UMCA. I would like to share with you some materials that we'll be using teaching Spanish from grade 3 to grade 8. The good news, I have a good news for all the students. Spanish is easy language to learn. It's very easy. If you dedicate like 20-30 minutes a day, you will learn the basic in a very short time. So first, we'll be studying the vocabulary. It's good that students learn a lot of vocabulary as much as they can, because in that way, it will help the students to think how to write or make a sentence when they know the vocabulary. After the vocabulary, we'll be reading nouns, verbs, articles, past tense, adjectives, write a small sentence, a small paragraph, 3, 4, 5 lines. That's how we will start learning Spanish or teaching Spanish to the students this year. I have some books that I would like to share with you. They can use. This is called Spanish grammar, where we learn about the different tense of the verbs, like present, past, future, and present continuous. Also, we have the Spanish verbs, Spanish vocabulary. This is a good book for exercise. This is a book for to do a lot vocabulary exercise for the grade 3 and 4 and 5. Exploring Spanish is another good book that I recommend. And Spanish with pictures is very helpful to the students. Also, I recommend that the student will be good to have a dictionary, a handy dictionary, so they can use. It's going to be a good help in the classroom. Also, we'll be using some flashcards, okay? Spanish vocabulary study cards. This is part of the material that we'll be using in our class. Of course, there are a lot of material to support the class, like other books, like posters, like pictures, like videos, like songs, okay, that we'll be using for the class. So I will recommend the students to do the quizzes, the homework that we have. Any question, I am there to help you, okay? I love my job, I love what I do. And I try to make a big effort for everyone students to learn. For me, every child is special. So I'm here. If you have any questions, students, parents, you can email to me to my email at UMCA, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you, and see you next time. Adios, amigos. Hasta la vista. Bye bye.
Hello, everyone. My name is Violeta, and I'm a social studies teacher in grade 3 class this year, as well as I'm teaching grade 1 and 2 social studies, but the grade 3 course I'm doing this year as well. So this is an introduction of the course, what you're going to do this year, and which kind of material we will use, and just some recommendations how we can help our children to success. So to succeed. So this course is mainly about ancient Greece, one of the most ancient civilizations in the world. And so far I can see children enjoying so much to learn about ancient Greece. Every single week they get in homework, and we will continue with the homework. I believe that it's extremely important to go over vocabulary, to read pages. And I simply want you to know that for the homework, we're using black binder. So this black binder will travel home on weekly basis, and the end of the week it will go home. And we're also doing the book Ancient Greece, this one. So this book is always in the pocket, is inside the binder. And for the homework, this is the main source of preparation. So here we can find all the materials what children have to go over. They can review it at home, and they must doing so. And every single month it has come to back to school. So this year we're using our agenda book. So we always can check homework in written in the agenda book, and as well on UMCA's website, when you can simply click Social Studies Grade 3 class. On the website, every single week you can find all the materials what we're going to cover during the coming week, and also homework pages and books and what I expect children to go over at home. And every single month, the students going to be asked to do unit test. So for the unit test, we practicing already in the class, and I will send you instructions to practice before unit test home as well. So children will be prepared for the test, and I'm sure they will succeed. More books that we use in the class. This is in Greek mythology. Every student has this book in class as well. So I'm not sending these books home, but we simply using it in the class. And this book is called Ancient Greece, and lovely book with pictures and beautiful stories. I'm sure that we're going to have a very successful year, and we will work together as a team, and all the best to you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Mark, and I'm teaching social studies, history, and geography. And my students are students from grade 4 to grade 8. As a teacher of social studies, I'm dealing with huge variety of themes and subjects. So in grade 4, we are doing medieval times. In grade 5, the great explorers of the New World. In grade 6, we have social studies, the bunch of themes and subjects from prehistoric age till modern times. In grade 7, this is already physical geography. In grade 8, this is introduction to earth science. So all subjects are very engaging. All subjects are very interesting, and I welcome everyone to join me in this journey to the land of knowledge. Once again, I strongly believe in your success. And I know that to provide this success, we need to be together. Students, teachers, and parents. We have a wonderful learning platform, Schoology. Many things that you will try to find there, including your grades, updates, messages, quizzes, assignments. So please visit our Schoology on the regular basis. Be in contact with us. And once again, I wish you all the best in this new school year. Good luck and see you.
Dear parents, welcome to a new school year. As you already know, my name is Miss R, and this year, in addition to teaching grade 1 English, I'm also teaching grade 1 science, so it's very exciting. In grade 1 science this year, we're going to have 4 big units throughout the year. Each unit is going to be taught for about 2 months, and students will learn in these 4 units about living things, so the needs and characteristics of living things, such as the human body, its parts and functions. Another unit will focus on forms of energy, such as energy sources. How do we use these different energy sources? Another unit will focus on objects, materials, and structures, such as using the 5 senses to describe objects and the materials they are made out of. And the last unit is our 4 seasons and seasonal changes, and we will explore the sun, changes in weather, and animal behavior in response to that. And in addition, throughout the year, through all of these units, STEM and of course hands-on activities and cool experiments will be embedded throughout the year as well. This year in science, we are using the yellow binders and folders. And again, any homework will be sent through the yellow folder. It will either be again in the form of a worksheet or one of the textbooks to complete a few pages. And any homework, any important information, any additional resources that I feel would be would benefit the students will be posted in Schoology. So please make sure that you have access to Schoology and you check it each Friday evening. That's when I post everything. Please check it and use it just to kind of support your child in his or her learning. Again, I'm very excited that I'm teaching English and science this year with the grade ones, and I'm looking forward to a really exciting year. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Miss Michelle, and this year I'm also teaching grade 2's science. So grade 2 science is a time where we encourage students to really engage in their learning by asking meaningful questions. So often I like to lead my classes by creating a question together where we can inquire about finding the different findings. So for example, we are learning about mammals and we like to ask, what are mammals? Then we'll go through the different characteristics and how it's important for us to ask different questions so we can constantly engage students to find new findings while also making different connections, and they can share their examples, and it really creates a place where everyone is able to show engagement and we are able to learn different terms and concepts while making meaningful connections. This is a vital skill because I believe it encourages students to be active meaning makers, and they're also building their critical thinking skills by understanding the different terms and different concepts and how it's relevant to their everyday life. I believe science is a really important subject for students to constantly learn how to ask insightful questions and then make predictions. Then we constantly find different findings and we analyze and draw conclusions. I'm really excited to learn with the students and to grow this year as a team.
Hi everyone, my name is Ms. Ridhya Diaru. This is my second year teaching the elementary section at UMCA. I have 11 years of experience with a background of teaching in CIE and IB accredited schools. You might have already heard from your child or your children about me, and I teach maths and science to grades 3 and 4 this year. In science, we use the Canadian STEM book, which is the book 3 for grade 3 and book 4 for grade 4. As the primary resource, and students will have additional sheets attached in their filed in their yellow binder, which is their science binder for this year. I will continue to post video links and any other digital resources students can refer to while reviewing concepts at home. We usually do the posting on Schoology, and I'm sure you're aware of that website already. Please make sure you're on it. Just to talk about homework a little bit this year. Usually in science, homework is given every second week, so every other week. And homework could look like maybe a couple of sheets that they need to work on or pages from the Canadian STEM textbook. Or it could also be experiments, which, sometimes students need their own time to sit down and do the experiments with supervision or without it. Of course, it will not involve stuff where they need to use fire or they need to be outside somewhere that can be dangerous. There'll be safe experiments which they can do at their own time, at their own pace, that will probably be assigned throughout the year. And your supervision and feedback is highly appreciated on that. Currently in grade 3, students are looking at plant growth and changes. And in grade 4, they're presenting their animal research about their favorite wild animal as a part of their unit on communities and habitats.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Gurendra Kaur. I am excited to be the part of UMCA Tree Academy this academic year. I have been an educator for over 6 years now, specialized in MYP middle year program science, and I'm really passionate about science, and that's what I've been doing for over 6 to 7 years now. I specialize in physics and math and business. So I'm going to be talking about the curriculum that we are planning this academic year for UMCA Tree Academy. I am going to be teaching elementary as well as middle year program students this year. So for grade 5 to grade 8, I'm going to be the science teacher, and I'm excited to be part of the team and just bring a lot of experience, my experience with the lab and experiments and hands-on experience for the students. I believe that science is not just a subject that could be just done within 4 closed walls, but it needs exploration, it needs research outside the classroom. So I'm a strong advocate for that, and I think my curriculum and units are designed specifically to cater to students' need to be their best about learning science, not just inside the classroom, but also understand the concepts outside the classroom, just observe things and come up with scientific calculations and ideas around it. So for grade 5 this academic year, the first unit that we are doing is human health and body systems, where students will be exploring a lot of information about human body organs and how they function, what kind of systems are helping us survive and adapt to different life situations. The unit second is for them is properties of change in matter, which is a chemistry unit. We will be exploring about matter, different state of matters, and how they are going to influence our life in day-to-day basis. So learning about solids, liquid, gases, and just their atomic structures and stuff, just for introduction for grade 5s. The third unit that we're going to do is forces acting on structure. It is about, it is part of the science where we are going to understand the fundamentals of physics, about how forces act, what are Newton's law of motion, and how pressure and forces around us work. So unit 4 is conservation of energy and resources, which is environmental science. So in overall for grade 5s, we have chemistry, physics, biology, and environmental science incorporated in the whole curriculum this academic year, starting from unit 1 to unit 4. Grade 6 curriculum this academic year, we have our first unit of biology, that is biodiversity. We're exploring about different kind of species and how different animals and biotic and abiotic components work together. What are the interactions in the environment? Second unit we are doing with grade 6s is electrical phenomenon and energy and devices. We are going to look at the physics part for what kind of different electronic devices we are using, what is electricity, what is the mechanism. Students will be able to do lab activities based on that as well. The unit third is flight. It is related to the motion, understanding linear motion, kinetic energy, moment of inertia. So a lot of emphasis on just understanding different kind of motions and to be able to comprehend mathematical and scientific calculation based on that. That's the unit 3 for grade 6s. For unit 4, we are going to explore space. And when I say that, a lot of students are pretty excited about this unit, which is going to be exploring about gravity, anti-gravity, space, moment of inertia. We are going to also explore about how astronauts are wearing specific suits when they go to in the space, when they go in space. So practically just learning and exploring about our galaxies, stars, how the world around look us, and what is the bigger perspective for us human beings to explore in the solar system. So that's the last unit. So I think students are pretty excited to take on this challenge to understand all the concepts in physics, chemistry, biology as we are moving ahead with science. So that's the 4 unit for grade 6. Now I'm going to be introducing the curriculum for grade 7. The first unit that we have is related to interactions in the environment, where we are exploring a role of producers, consumers, and what kind of a different ecosystems do we have around us. And students are excited to take on that project and just build different kind of ecosystems for their research projects. Second unit that we have designed is pure substances and mixture. It's chemistry unit. We are going to be exploring a lot about chemicals around us that we are using in our day-to-day life. The unit 3 is form, function, and design of structures. We are going to look at the physics behind the structures. We are also going to look at part of how different structures are stable, what are simple machines, mechanical advantages of machines, and how different structures are built with the mathematical and physics calculation behind them, just to understand forces, pressure in a nutshell. And the last unit that we're doing is heat in the environment. That is the unit 4 for grade 7. So students are pretty excited to learn about environment and climate changes. Recently has been a topic of debate. Like there's a lot of things changing around us every day. So I think introductory lesson about how greenhouse gases and just depletion of ozone layer is working around us is important for students to understand dynamics of our environment and how we can preserve our environment for a better future. So those were the 4 units for grade 7. Thank you. Now I'm going to introduce grade 8's curriculum for the science for this academic year. The first unit grade 8s are doing is unit of biology, which is structure of cells, understanding diffusion, osmosis. We're going to be exploring about cells and how cells actually replenish, and there is a mitosis or cell division that's happening in the living organisms, and what is something that we don't have and plant cells have. Students are excited to do very excited to do a lab activity based on it as well. So the unit is planned with the project work and lab report. The unit 2 we will be doing is fluids. We are going to learn about dimensions and viscosity. We are going to learn about structures of fluids and also how they help regain back to their original shape, just dynamics around the fluids and understanding mathematical calculation to understand volume, density, mass. Number 3 unit for the unit 3rd, that is for grade 8, says systems in action. So we are going to talk about forces, structures of things and simple machines that have been helping us, mechanical advantages of pulleys, lever, and understand what different case scenarios do we have in systems that we have around us, the elevators that we are using, the lawn mower that we're using around in our just lawn, like how does that help provide us a mechanical advantage, practical applications, or maybe snow shovel, how does that function? That is also the part of our unit in systems in action. So whatever we see is working around us, we are going to explore the physics behind it and the science behind it with mathematical calculations for sure. The last unit is water systems. We are going to be introducing unit 4 to grade 8s as understanding water systems, different kind of cycles that occur in environment. So water cycle, carbon dioxide cycle, nitrogen cycle, how these things and these elements have balanced our ecosystem and our environment, and how human beings have been polluting it. So we'll also look at how to do the process of sedimentation, how to do different processes to just conserve water and produce electricity, understanding that it is going to be helpful for students to have a practical foundation built on the unit, that the water system is not just a system for us to have run throughout our basic domestic and industrial area, but it is also where we needed to explore other dimensions of science of producing electricity and conserving water energy. I'm pretty excited to be part of the UMCA Tree Academy, and I hope the students are going to have a wonderful academic year ahead, and I'm looking for a beautiful journey with students, doing a lot of hands-on experiment and just bringing fun facts of the science to the class. I hope students have a great time in the future, and I just pray that this academic year is going to be one of the best academic year in their learning. My name is Mrs. Gurinder Kaur. I am excited to be the part of UMCA Tree Academy this academic year. I have been an educator for over 6 years now, specialized in MYP middle year program, science and business. I have been teaching science for over, no, it's wrong. Right. I'm really passionate about science, and that's what I've been doing for over 6 to 7 years now. I specialize in physics and math and business. So I'm going to be talking about the curriculum that we are planning this academic year for UMCA Ridge Tree Academy. I am going to be teaching elementary as well as middle year program students this year. So for grade 5 to grade 8, I'm going to be the science teacher, and I'm excited to be part of the team and just bring a lot of experience, my experience with the lab and experiments and hands-on experience for the students. I believe that science is not just a subject that could be just done within 4 closed walls, but it needs exploration, it needs research outside the classroom. So I'm a strong advocate for that. And I think my curriculum and units are designed specifically to cater to students' need to be their best about learning science, not just inside the classroom, but also understand the concepts outside the classroom, just observe things and come up with scientific calculations and ideas around it. So for grade 5 this academic year, the first unit that we are doing is human health and body systems, where students will be exploring a lot of information about human body organs and how they function, what kind of systems are helping us survive and adapt to different life situations. The unit second is for them is properties of change in matter, which is a chemistry unit. We will be exploring about matter, different state of matters, and how they are going to influence our life in day-to-day basis. So learning about solids, liquid, gases, and just their atomic structures and stuff, just for introduction for grade 5s. The third unit that we're going to do is forces acting on structure. It is about, it is part of the science where we are going to understand the fundamentals of physics, about how forces act, what are Newton's law of motion, and how pressure and forces around us work. So unit 4 is conservation of energy and resources, which is environmental science. So in overall for grade 5s, we have chemistry, physics, biology, and environmental science incorporated in the whole curriculum this academic year, starting from unit 1 to unit 4. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ms. Juliet Anthony, and I will be your child's math and logic teacher for grades 1 and 2. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to teach your child this year. I'm looking forward to a very fun and exciting and challenging year. I do have a lot of high expectations. However, I am definitely going to work with your child to ensure that they meet those expectations. A few things that we need for my class are a pencil, a marker, a eraser, a sharpener, and their binders. I will be providing them with workbooks and content. A few rules that we have in our class is to make sure that they have a great time and that they encourage each other and help each other succeed, and make sure that all the students follow the class rules and expectations. The subjects that we're going to be learning in math and logic this year are numbers and patterns, addition and subtraction, shapes and data, measurement, money, and fractions, as well as time and logic. The logic puzzles will be very different for each week. Your student will have me once a week for logic to ensure that they are not only learning the content, but also learning the different ways we can apply those content. I hope that your child has a fun and exciting year, and I look forward to teaching every student. Thank you. Bye-bye.
This year for math, we will be using the Spectrum Math textbooks, which will include the Spectrum Math book, Spectrum Multiplication, Spectrum Division, and Spectrum Geometry. For multiplication, division, and geometry strands, they will have separate books that will be sent home for extra practice. We are consciously assisting students to bring them up to speed with their grade level expectations as of now. As you might be aware, there will be a unit test at the end of every unit in math and in any other subject, like in any other subject. I would appreciate your help with times tables with students over time, be it grade 3, be it grade 4. the more they practice times tables, addition and subtraction, using flashcards or using some games or using sheets, whatever you prefer, it keeps the students engaged and involved in mathematical operations regularly, which is always going to help them in every strand that they learn in math. I will continue to post notes and charts on Schoology that we make at school, so that you as parents or whoever's helping them at home knows exactly what we are doing and how we are going about in math. Because though it's math, it's quantitative. I know that some people have different ways and different methods. So I would appreciate if we can stick to the strategies or the methods that we're using in class, so the students are not confused entirely with different methods to juggle between. Currently in math, we are experimenting with number sense in grades 3 and grade 4. Grade 3 is playing with addition and subtraction, and grade 4s are exploring place value, rounding numbers, comparing numbers, of course, to millions and higher, etc. Such are some examples we conduct over the year with math and in science. And I'm hoping to actively collaborate with you whenever and however possible to make this a great year mathematically and scientifically for your child. You can send me an email on my email ID, or you can reach out to me via the school if you want to have a chat or just catch up, or if you want to share any concerns or have any questions. Thank you for taking the time to listen.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this school year. My name is Miss Ella. I'm teaching math this year, grade 5 and 6. Most of you know me, that I'm obsessed with math. It's my passion, and this is what I'm trying to transfer to my students. I was teaching and I'm teaching in Canada. I was teaching in another 2 countries, Soviet Union and Russia, and Israel. And it helped me a lot to teach kids different strategies, different curriculums. This year, grade 5 and 6 will have a lot of books. I believe that it's much better than worksheets. You can see they will have word problems, we do now fractions, word problems again, geometry, math. We teaching kids a little bit higher level, the expectations growing, and my expectation from kids is growing, but we still working with nice environment and smiles on our faces. These books for grade 6, pre-algebra, word problem, geometry, percent, integers. The same going to be in grade 5, word fractions, word problems, integers, percent, but just the beginning level. Grade 6, much difficult. I will do all my best to get them ready for grade 7. Grade 6, they know it's a different levels, and they're finally in the middle school. And I speak to them, and I'm asking them to be on the level of the closer to the high school. Please, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me an email, and I will be happy to help you. Welcome aboard.
Hello there, parents. My name is Irina Grinev. I am a math teacher of your kids. I teach in this year grade 7 and 8. I can say that I am happy to teach your kids. I see how motivated they are, how talented they are, how they enjoy listening, and we are learning actually together. They teach me, I teach them, different aspects, different things. I'm mostly a high school teacher, so I know what they need for this high school and for math, I mean, and which skills they have to use to be successful in high school and after at university. That's why I plan and I build my program a little bit differently. I go from the higher level to the lower. I know what they need, and now I teach them exactly, I give them exactly the skills they need for the future. Definitely, I cover the curriculum fully, the Ministry of Education curriculum. For this, I need a few months. It's not a problem at all. But I go much, not deeper, I go wider. I give them different resources. I built my program based on the great resources as Singapore Math. Some may be question from Russian curriculum. And again, I repeat it, I give them only that they need for the future. Not only academic stuff in class, not only. It's kind of a little bit boring for me to multiply, divide fractions, decimals. I know we need it, but not only this. I like projects. I see these activities, hand-on activities, different interesting topics definitely lead to success. That's why, based on my experience with my projects from the previous years, last year I gave to my students in grade 8 a big cross-curricular project about Leonardo da Vinci, history teacher, art teacher, me, science teacher, even music teacher, Russian teacher. All of us together, we prepared an amazing presentation about Leonardo. And also, I can consider this as a great learning tool. So it teaches a lot. Also, I like to build a positive environment. I strongly believe that each child is unique and each child definitely needs the individual approach. So I have different level in class. Some students have a lower level, some students have a higher level. Absolutely doesn't matter. We will catch up together. If we review now in September, maybe mostly we review the previous material. That's how I built a strong bridge between previous and future curriculum materials. So also, I strongly believe that your kids, my students, they're talented. Absolutely, this is absolutely right. Just I have to discover this talent. I have to find this talent and after develop the skills to make this child successful. I like when my students enjoy listening. I like when my students in class are working with me. We have a lot of practice time during the class, but also I explain a lot. I'm dancing in front of them and I think I'm absolutely right, because when they listen to me, when they look at my explanation, after they continue doing the same, but using their own time, either individual work or class work or homework, but they have to understand what they're doing. I think this is the only way which leads to success. I will be happy to see you in school. We get together maybe in October to talk about the progress of your kids, about high school, which is coming. And I am really happy, believe me, to teach your kids in this academic year. Thank you so much and see you soon. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Miss Dorian, and I'm very excited to be teaching the grade 8 drama class this year. I'm happy to be back at UMCA Rich Tree Academy. I have been with UMCA since pretty much the start. It's been 17 years now. I did take a little bit of a hiatus to be present and home with my young children, but I am very excited to be back. I am a qualified teacher with OCT, the Ontario College of Teachers, and I graduated from the University of Toronto with my education degree. I also have a degree in Bachelor of Fine Arts Theatre from Ryerson University, and I am a member of ACTRA. So that is the Alliance of Canadian Cinema, Film, Television, and Radio Arts. So very proud of that. Very excited to be teaching drama this year. We'll be dividing our course into 4 units. The first unit is monologues. So that'll be an opportunity for students to speak spoken word on their own. Moving into unit 2, which is dialogue. So working in small groups of 2 or 3. We'll move into the 3rd unit of scene study and our final unit of theatrical performance. So we'll have a final full-on theatrical performance, which we are excited to show our parents. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to email me, and I'm happy to support your child at any time. Should they wish to have any extra practice, we can set that up for sure. Looking forward to it, and all the very best. I am also very excited to be teaching the grade 2 drama program this term. We will be practicing towards a final presentation of a healthy eating show, a full-on musical, Hansel and Gretel Eat Right. So all of the grade twos will have an opportunity to sing, dance, and play while learning about healthy eating habits and hygiene and overall wellness and exercise and movement and all that fun stuff. Very much looking forward to presenting the show to the parents. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, always feel free to contact me via email or phone call or however. We're looking forward to a happy and healthy year.
Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Glafira, and I'm teaching art and design, paper design for grades 1 to 4. And we're gonna do a lot of interesting projects. We will work with different techniques: acrylic, watercolor, markers, colored pencils, and so on. We will talk about great artists as well, and we're gonna have nice project on these topics. And also we will gonna speak about composition and proportions. So we're gonna work a lot with just pencil. So it will be drawing unit, and we're gonna have steps to make an object. So children love it a lot. Also, we're gonna make a paper folding surprise. So this is a very fun and cool project also. Also, we're gonna do some objects, 3D dimensional objects. Different grade will have different project. Children love it a lot. And then I hope we will have a lot of fun this year. Thank you. Have a great year. Bye.
Hello, parents and students. My name is Ms. Dasha. I am teaching grade 5, 6, 7, and 8 visual art classes this year. And I've been teaching art outside of school for 9 years. I have experience working with little kids, big kids, teenagers, and adults. So hopefully this year we'll be able to apply my knowledge and experience in educational program at UMCA. So the year will be divided into 4 units. We will be covering drawing part, where we will be using pencil, crayons, coloring pencils, and different types of pastels, which is oil and dry pastels. For the second part, we'll be doing painting mostly, and we'll be using acrylic and watercolors, different techniques applied here as well. For the third part, I would like to work with students on their 3D building modeling skills. We'll be using various materials such as clay and wires to create our 3D shapes and forms. And for the last one, we will be working with mixed media projects, where we will be applying our collage making skills. Basically, the program is divided so the students can have time to prepare for the project, do the research, do their brainstorming, sketches, then work on their final piece together or separately. So individual work and group work will be applied as well. And at the end of each project, we will have self-analysis and self-critique of work we've done together. And hopefully they will be happy with their work, because my goal as a teacher to get them interested in art and learn new skills. And I believe that given the strong tools and information, everybody has a creative potential inside of them. Hopefully we will have a great year. If you need to contact me, my phone number and my email will be provided. I will be happy to have you guys.
Good day, dear parents. It's such a pleasure to welcome all the beautiful students back to school this year. My name is Yulia, and this is the start of my 10th year of teaching here at UMCA Tree Academy. And let me, in a few words, introduce myself. So I have graduated from 2 universities in Ukraine, and I was involved in sport in rhythmic gymnastics for more than 15 years. I was a member of national team, and I have a sport rank, Master of Sport in Rhythmic Gymnastics. Here in Canada, I'm a certified coach in rhythmic gymnastics and physical education teacher and elementary school teacher. let me tell you about our curriculum and educational process. So the goal of physical education in school is to teach students to develop healthy living habits that will last a long time. That's why I'm trying my best to create interesting classes and fun classes that will encourage all the students to want to participate and to improve their physical abilities, and of course have fun during the physical education classes. During the year, they will participate in a wide variety of activities. And if we're speaking about our curriculum, each class has three not units, but the three parts. This is the warm-up and fitness exercises. This is the second part is a lesson focus, and the last part is the game activities and stretching activities. If you see the Moodle, you can see there are 4 units. So each educational semester we have 4 units. The first unit is going to be introduction unit. The second unit is movement and competency unit. The third unit is going to be fitness and fitness games unit. And the last unit is going to be health, education, and active living. We will evaluate students after each unit, and you're going to see the 4 categories according to which students will be evaluated. It's knowledge and understanding, it's application of physical skills, it's communication between students and a teacher, and the most important part is participation. So I will encourage all the students basically just participate in a class. I'm pretty sure that they will learn lots of new stuff and they will improve their physical abilities. And I wish all of you and your beautiful kids a wonderful and healthy year. And if you have any questions, please, you can contact me at Yulia Shlikova at umca.ca. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Parents, my name is Gennady Melihan, and I'm physical education teacher this year at UMCA. I've been teaching more than 20 years of physical education in different boards, in private schools, religious schools, and public schools. I've been for these years coaching different sports, starting with lacrosse, volleyball, soccer, hockey, and others on different levels, on school levels and community clubs levels. I just want to quickly share with you a vision of classes that I will be teaching this year from classes 4 to grade 8. And there will be a little bit of different instructions and different levels for grade 4 to 6. We'll have such units as soccer, net walls, invasion territory games, target games. We'll have also skill-based fitness unit where students will hopefully improve, for sure will improve their skills in coordination, speed, power, reaction time. In grade 7 and 8, we'll have units of ultimate frisbee, volleyball, basketball, of course, soccer, also indoor soccer. We'll have a unit of badminton that I'm planning to start in spring. So having this program, I really need you on my side. I really need to make sure that you understand that a student only is allowed to participate in the class if he or she has a proper uniform for the class. And that starts with the UMCA t-shirt that every student should have in his or her locker, as well as running shoes and sport pants, sweatpants, or shorts, preferably dark color, so we can look like a one united team, every class. Also, about marks, participation mark has a huge importance in the course. So it covers more than about 40 to 50% of the mark. So if a student is not participating in a class, it's very difficult for the student to get a high mark. At the same time, we'll have movement skill tests, such as, for example, soccer test, volleyball test, basketball test, where students will be evaluated on their skills that will go through for 3-4 weeks to study. And I just hope that all this time, me, together with your children, will have a great year and will learn a lot, will become stronger, faster, smarter, will enjoy much more in physical education, and will learn a lot of new games and acquire a lot of new skills. Thank you for your time. Have a great year.
Hi there, my name is Miss Dorian, and I am very excited to be teaching the grade 8 health program this year. I have been with UMCA pretty much since the beginning. It's been 17 years now that I've been part of the UMCA family, and I'm super proud to be part of this community. I did take a small hiatus, a small little break to be present with my young children at home, but I'm very excited to be back. I am a qualified teacher with the OCT, Ontario College of Teachers, and I received my Bachelor of Education at the University of Toronto. I am teaching health and I'm super excited about it. I got my Advanced Ontario Diploma from George Brown College with fitness and lifestyle management, where I humbly earned and got awarded the highest GPA of all of health sciences. And I take this to my heart because I really love health, love learning about health, and love sharing that knowledge with the community. We will be breaking up our health unit into 4 units. We're starting with healthy eating, nutrition, and body image. We will look at macronutrients and micronutrients. We will look at how media impacts our image, or our how we value our self-image. We will be exploring even how to read a food label properly to make informed decisions. Our second unit will be moving into human development and sexual education. Our third unit will be lifestyle choices, so observing healthy choices versus perhaps not as healthy choices, such as smoking, vaping, and other substance abuse. And our final unit, which is pretty exciting, is mental health and overall wellness, which will have an opportunity to explore a variety of things that help our overall wellness. And I'm really excited about this unit. Particularly, we'll look at breath work, perhaps some stretching and yoga. I'm also a qualified yoga and fitness instructor. I have over 1,000 plus hours of certified yoga instruction under the Yoga Alliance. And I'm also a member of CSEP, which is the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiologists. So I teach fitness classes and yoga classes, dance classes, and health and wellness overall. So I'm really excited about offering a variety of tools that the students can put in their toolbox to use at different times to help regulate their nervous system, which will help support them prior to tests or just in social interactions, and how to help regulate our anxiety that we sometimes get in our very overstimulated world. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. You can email me. We can always set up some extra support or time. I'm really here for you guys, and I'm wishing you a very healthy, happy, and successful school year.
I hope you enjoyed our virtual curriculum night. For more information, for any question, please email us at office@umca.ca, office@umca.ca. Thank you. Have a good night.